Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I wanted to give you guys an update on how I'm progressing with my 5-2 fasting diet, which I mentioned in my previous video called I think I called it Starting 5-2 Fasting. And honestly, I've had such an amazing time like on these 4 weeks with this journey that I just feel like I wanted to do an update video and tell you all about it and like my experience, because I've had some really good results. I thought I'd first just tell you like probably the best thing that you want to know, which is the actual results that I've had. So my starting weight was just over 9 stone. It was like 9 stone 1. I'm 5'3". So on me, like anything over 9 stone, like for me personally, I just don't feel my best. So I wanted to like go on a little bit of a weight loss journey, try out the 5-2 fast diet, see where I can kind of get with it and what results I can get. And right now, this is kind of 4 weeks on, I've lost 6 pounds. So I'm 8 stone 9. So for me, that's amazing, because my previous like journeys and things that I've tried is basically like I tried to do the calorie deficit thing. And my problem with the calorie deficit thing would be that I would try and do like 1500 calories Monday to Friday, and then I would kind of not really want to calorie count on the weekends, so end up eating probably more on the weekends. And so like I'd see a little bit of weight loss, and then maybe I'd go up again, and then maybe I'd have a week where I ate junk, and then I'd go up again. And I think for me it almost wasn't like a drastic enough approach that I would ever get to my end goal. It almost like wasn't sort of enough of a deficit, I think, because unless I stuck to like some kind of crazy low, like say 1300 calories Monday to Friday, and then eating more on the weekends, it was just kind of, I wasn't really getting anywhere. And I felt like I was constantly like obsessing about every single calorie, and nobody really wants to calorie count. Do you know what I mean? It's not fun. The difference with this diet, which I've found, and I've made a few tweaks since I spoke to you last, but the essence of the diet is that 2 days a week you do massively restrict your calories. So I was eating like for my first 2 weeks trying to do like 500-600 calories on my fast days. But now I've actually done a bit more research, and the Michael Mosley doctor that basically recommends the diet said like people were struggling to stick to the 500 calories. It's quite low. So he said you can up it to like 800 calories, which I haven't gone that high. I've changed it so that I'm having 700 calories ish. But you know, if I go up to 800, I'm not like super stressed about it. And that seems to be the sweet spot. I've changed that since I did my first video, and that's been really successful. And then on the other days of the week, so I do my fast days always a Monday. The Mondays are the easiest days to fast because you've eaten junk on the weekends, like you've had a bit of pastry, you've had a bit of a pizza, whatever you've indulged on the weekends. So your mind is just like looking forward to having a break from food on Monday, I find anyway. So Monday for me is like the easiest day to do the fast. Then I pick either a Wednesday or a Thursday, normally a Thursday. And those are like my down days where I don't eat a lot, like I have my 700 calories. For me, the 700 calories is fine. Maybe if you were like taller, it might be a bit trickier for you, because obviously like I am short, so you know, everyone's calorie requirements are different. And then another huge change that has really shifted and made the game so much easier, I started listening to more content. I've started listening to this amazing podcast called Fast, Feast, Repeat, and it's by Jen Stevens, and she's like not a doctor, but she's like an expert in fasting. What I found from my research is that there is such a thing as called as a clean fast versus a dirty fast, right? And the premise of the clean fast, and I think I mentioned on my first video, was that, oh, I'm never going to give up my cappuccino on a morning, it fits into the 700 calories, you know, or the 500 calories, it's so important to me, I want my milky coffee to get my day started. And the reason why that is like setting yourself up for failure is essentially what you're doing is, if you have food in any way, and milk is considered even though it's a, you know, is a drink, but it's like it's calories, and it's got levels of sugar in it. Even though it's low in calories and you're only having 100 calories, say from a cappuccino, it's like jump starting your digestive system, and then your body is like, oh, okay, I'm breaking the fast, I'm going to start preparing for food coming in. And then it like gets all going, and then maybe 2 hours later you're like, oh, now I fancy, you know, some eggs, or maybe I want some toast or something. So essentially what happens is you set yourself up for failure, because you jumpstart your digestion, and then you start to get hungry throughout the day. So the first week I was doing it, I was like, God, this is quite tough actually. Like, I'm having my morning cappuccino, and then I'm not eating until 6 in the evening, and God, I'm starving. But what I started doing is clean fasting. So basically having no calories. I have sparkling water, not even a lemon in my water. I have sparkling water and black coffee. And that is it. I literally do not eat anything else. And then I was going until like 5 or 6 in the evening before I'd eat my meal. But I'm bringing it a little bit earlier now. Like sometimes I'll do 4, sometimes I'll do 3. And then I'll split those 700 calories. And I've got like a very kind of set in stone like menu for my fast days, just to make everything nice and easy. So, but that clean fasting, number one, keeps you in the fasted state. So you get the benefits of fasting, which if you Google it, like, and do research, you get the ketosis, which is like the fat burning and like shifting your like energy from burning carbs and stored like glucose, I think, or carbs, to burning fat for energy. And then if you keep going a little bit longer, I think once you break like 14 hours, you go into this state called autophagy, which essentially is like where your body starts to like realize there's no food coming in, and looks for cells that need to be like destroyed, that are dodgy, right? So you essentially get like cell repair, which, by the way, I am not a doctor, I am not a scientist. You need to research this. I'm not recommending that you do this in any way. I'm just giving my honest opinion. But basically you get like this autophagy, which essentially is like cellular repair, where I think your body starts to kind of shift and do other things because it's not worried about food coming in. So that's kind of like an amazing benefit. And the whole like doing this clean fasting, what I actually do is like, when I'm really like, you know, I'm not saying it's super easy, you're just like, oh my God, I don't even feel hungry, but it's so much easier than doing the cappuccino first thing. But when you do have those like moments of weakness, I start to think like, oh, I visualize this feeling of hunger as like, oh, like my body is starting to do all these magical things, like it's doing its autophagy, it's doing its fat burning, and like visualizing that helps you get through it. My sparkling water is the dream, because it just like, I put it in a wine glass and it's just such a nice little drink that, you know, it's kind of bougie, so I like that. Sometimes I will make myself, if I'm fancying like a tea later on in the day, like not often, but once or twice I've had like an almond milk tea, which has no sweetener or anything like that, and it's got like 15 calories. And I think that again keeps you in the fasted state, because there's not enough of calories to break the fast. I think it's 50 calories and then that's when you break the fast. But that's not something I do like often. This is kind of once or twice I've done that, and I've still got good results. The other thing as well that I did at the start was I was using the fasting app, so you can kind of like look at how it's going. I don't really do that so much anymore, but that kind of got me going at the start to kind of give me a bit of incentive to keep going. Oh, that's the other thing as well. So don't have any, when you're doing the clean fast, don't even have like a Diet Coke, because the Diet Coke has sweetener in it, and sweetener, your body can't detect that it's not real sugar, so it starts again to prepare for like sugar coming in, so it can still do that like blood sugar spiking, which again will make you hungrier. So a Diet Coke or even like a cordial, like don't even have Robinson's no sugar cordial, even though it's no calories, again it can make it difficult to sustain your fast. The difference is basically is like you can do the like dirty fast where you basically have like the Diet Cokes and the sugar-free this, sugar-free that, 0 calories, but you'll still get the weight loss, but you won't necessarily get the benefits of fasting, the other benefits like the cell repair, clarity, which yeah, I definitely sense that you sort of feel more sharp. In terms of my like diets on the days that I'm doing the fasting, I stick to a very strict rule plan because I don't want to ever make it complicated. So I have my black coffee, my sparkling water, maybe an almond milk tea, and then when I break my fast, I typically have 2 eggs, normally scrambled, with some spray, like the olive oil spray, which is like 2 calories. I don't use fry light, I use actual olive oil spray, like no crap added, just extra virgin olive oil, scrambled eggs, maybe like a muffin to put it on, maybe half an avocado, and that kind of keeps me going. The eggs keep me full. Then I'll have, while I make my second like meal, I'll have a whole cucumber, which I'll just slice up, add salt, 45 calories, and I'll munch on that while I make dinner. And then I will have my soup. I am obsessed with the M&S dal soup. It's 224 calories for the whole thing, and it really fills you up because it's got like brown rice, it's got loads of veggies, and it's like got a bit of potato, and it really just feels, it's like a stodgy soup. And that kind of takes me to my 700 calories for the day. Sometimes I'll add like a little treat in there, like maybe I'll have a protein bar or something like that. I'll change it up sometimes. I never don't have the soup, that's like a staple. And normally I have the eggs as well because eggs just keep you full. That's kind of like my tips. Now my overall kind of like thoughts, what I'm gonna carry on, I'm definitely gonna carry on doing it. At the moment I'm doing, what I eat on other days. So what I eat on the other days is, typically I will try and eat like kind of healthy in the week. I don't know, maybe I'll make curry, or maybe I'll make food from scratch. I'll make chicken casserole. I love to cook, so I'm pretty good at like, you know, making home cooked meals and stuff. So I'll do that Monday to Friday normally. And then on the weekend we do eat out quite a bit, so we might go for dinner one day. This past weekend we just went to the golf. What did I have? I had half a cheeseburger, fries, and half a fish finger sandwich, like we shared. So, you know, I'm not limiting myself on weekends. I'm still having pizza, I'm still having burgers, and I'm not counting my calories, and I'm still getting good results. I'll probably, when I get to my goal, which I think I'm gonna go until I get to 8.5 stone, so I've got like 5-6 pounds to lose, maybe a little bit lower, but I'm just gonna see how I go, see what I feel like. I'm still doing like Pilates, I'm not doing any running. I am doing about average of 10,000 steps a day. I drink alcohol on my non-fasting days, not every day though, like probably 3 days a week. I'll probably move to a 6-1 potentially to maintain. So I'll probably always now do this fast diet like on a Monday at least. And maybe like if you go on a holiday and then you come back and you've gained some weight, you know, maybe I might do 2 days then just to like reset. But I really enjoy it. It's truly been one of the diets that I've been able to stick to, and I'm always one of those people that like cannot stick to a diet. Do you know what I mean? I'm always flip-flopping and, oh, now I'm gonna try low carb, now I'm gonna try Mediterranean. I can't ever stick to things, and I'm amazed that I've been able to stick to this. So if you were interested, by the way, in following on my journey with me, because like obviously I'm still kind of going through it, and I'd love to be able to provide like more content and stuff, leave me a comment. I might even do like a Q&A, and I'll probably try and do some like results, pictures and videos at some point as well. That's basically it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next video.